If it's worth saving the girl's life, then I think the government should actually release the leaders in order for the girls to be free. But if I were to be in the government, this kind of decision will have to sit down, take a lot of thinking about it, because if you release the girls, these same people will go out again and terrorize, abduct more girls. So for me, if it's to save these girls' lives, I think it's the best thing to do, because they've stayed. Imagine you being captured for 3 years. How is it like? If the people you are releasing are coming back to terrorize this country, then you as the president should be ready by all means to be steady and steadfast, like full guard. You know that you have every security intact, everything in check, and you should make sure that this time terrorism doesn't pass you by. You have to meet up, because people are already complaining about you. So you have to make things right.
Well, if that is what will be the solution, in my own very good opinion, I think I give it to the government, because there's actually there's no way they could get anybody or get those girls from those people. Those people do have their own measure put in place. So it's like a ransom trying to swap. I mean, it's like when you come for cash exchange. I have cash, I don't have how to transfer it, and I tell you, okay, let me do a cash exchange with you. If that will solve the problem, because this problem has been lingering. But my own bane now is let it be those girls and let their families come to identify them. Well, I think they are in the best position to have taken that decision, but I also know that if it is something the federal government would have been able to contain, or the federal military government, they would have been able to take care of that.
Are you saying the federal government cannot contain this Boko Haram people?
Perhaps, because it's been lingering. This thing is becoming cancerous. It's becoming a serious problem. Everybody is bothered. So if that is the solution to releasing those girls, and those girls are safe, well, they should checkmate those people now, probably have them, really rehabilitate them. If the lives are still there, the life of those girls is more relevant here. And then they should flush them out. They can be monitored out of the country.
You mean the Boko Haram people can be monitored? Can
I also teach you something? Do you know after that release, they can always go back and rearrest those people, monitor them, censor them, use satellite cloning, clone them, get to know where they are, be monitoring them. One person to a spy, one person to a, they will still track them, and then they can always get them and re-eliminate all of them, if they can. So swapping them now is nothing. They can always come back and re-monitor them, one-on-one, a spy to a person, and at the end of the day, still wrap them up. And then when you wrap them up, delete them off the scene.
I think it is the wisest thing to do, because as a parent, no parent will be happy having his or her offspring with the Boko Haram people. Under any condition, releasing the children is the best decision the government has done to swap Boko Haram people for the children. Yes, it's wise.
Yes, because I believe you can always get the Boko Haram guys back later, but if the girls are there, they will just die off. So release them. Release exchange the Boko Haram people. Later on, you catch them. Without the release of those so-called commanders, they are re-strategizing already. They have chased them out of the bush. They are back in town. So whether you release those guys or you don't release them, I think they will strategize. I don't really think it's about that. The major issue is look at ISIS, look at other terrorist organizations. It's not only in Nigeria. So we are not the only ones battling them. So I think we are doing the best we can.
So you feel it's just normal for them to live?
It's not normal. We are living in abnormal situations. It's not even normal in the first place to kidnap 200 girls. I know, even so, we got to know that some of them got pregnant, that some of them are not even willing to come back. But you realize that these girls have been brainwashed. So if the longer they stay there, the more damage they will become. So I think it's better. It's okay. It's okay.
They can go to wherever they like. The concern of the military is to check the activities of the Boko Haram. They know what to do. To have swapped the children is worth doing. They will try to exercise their power to make people believe they are still very much around, but everybody knows, every right-thinking man knows that the Boko Haram people are really going down.
Of course, it's highly appreciated.
Okay, so you support the idea?
I support the idea because an innocent Nigeria, one person, is more than 100 criminals. But at the same time, Nigeria cannot be left out of the committee of friends Other countries who are facing the same similar problem, like Boko Haram, they have done it before. The Syrians have done it. The Kenya have done it in other countries. Why can't we join them and do? Even America himself, which is the father of all the anti-terrorists, they have done it. They have done it in 1980-something, 80s. They have done it. George Bush did it, and they released only one American person. They swapped them. Why can't we do it? If can solve the problem of the terror, even though we are not supporting the terrorists, but there's a level playing ground for the government to take care of the citizens. You understand? So I fully appreciate it and fully support it. It's very, very necessary. 82 children, innocent children. It's not a joke. How many of them? How many? As long as even if we don't release them, the terrorists will continue their work. We can only reduce their power, not that we can eliminate terrorists in Nigeria again. So there's a process of doing things, and gradually we shall overcome them.
I think something like swapping is like giving them the opportunity to ask for another chance of doing, as in to have another chance of doing something much more painful than that. You know, once they deal with swapping things, they can do something higher than that and still ask for another thing to just make another release for another option in another time. So I think the government should just stop. No, let me just call it swapping. Just stop bribing them. It's just like giving them the chance to do another new big thing that can cause big problem to this country. So let's just try, as our own government, we just try and do and just be dependent in our own. Let's do the things in our own way and not let someone decide for us how to do our things. It's somehow good. It sounds impressive, but when it comes to the issue of swapping, it's not too good. It's not too good because it's like giving these Boko Haram people much power to just do another thing.
I think what the government has done is a very good thing. It's a good idea. What matters is to recover those girls back. We cannot afford to waste the life of all those Chibok girls. We need to get them back. So whether we swap some Boko Haram leaders, we release some Boko Haram leaders to get back our girls, is not what matters. What matters is to get back our girls. So I think it's a good.
Those guys can come back to terrorize.
Those Boko Haram.
Yeah, leaders.
No. I even think government should even try to do more, get more girls back. If we need to release more Boko Haram members in order to get back more girls, I think it's a good thing. But we are talking of no, they can't. They can't. I think those of them that has been released, government is taking steps to rehabilitate them, to talk to them, change their mentality, so that they won't continue to be a nuisance to the society.
I think it's a wrong decision from the government, but also we have to understand that we don't know what is going on up there. We don't know what is going on within them. Though we think it might be wrong, but it might be the best thing that the government had at that particular time. So there's no how we can say if we're there. I can't say if I'm the president because I'm not the president and I don't know anything about the president.